In Photoshop, masks are very powerful tools that we can use to kind of meld two images or delete portions of an image without actually deleting them. It's really a non-destructive way of manipulating that photo. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to kind of use a mask and apply a mask to an image. So first off, we've got two images here. I can select this first one with my black arrow and it's going to give me the rainy window. And if I click on the eye on the layers panel, it's going to show you the other image, which is the mountains image. So how masks work is you select a layer, then you apply the mask to it, and then you can paint black or white on the mask to hide or reveal portions of that image. We're going to grab the rainy window. We're then going to come down here to the bottom of the layers panel and we can click on the layers icon, add layer mask. Once the layer mask is applied to that layer, we can come over and use the brush tool, which is right down here. The brush tool can be resized by using the left and right brackets. You can change the opacity of that, or you can come over here and you can change the hardness, which kind of works like feathering on a selection. So we're going to bring the hardness up to 100% real quick just to show you what that looks like. I've got black selected over here. I've got black in the foreground, white in the background, so I've got the black selected there. And I'm going to paint on top of this. And you'll notice that there's a really hard edge and it is going through and hiding that image. Now if I let go and hit X, or I come over here and hit this little icon right here at the top right of these colors, it's going to switch it to white being in the foreground, and then I can paint on the image and it's going to reveal those portions of that image. You'll notice as I do this, that is a very hard edge. I'm going to back up. I'm going to come back over here to my paintbrush options and I'm going to change that hardness down to say 60-70%. There we go. I'm going to deselect that. I've got black selected. I've got my mask selected over here. And then I come in and I start painting and you'll notice I've got a little bit of a blend between the two. Let's go in and make that a little bit less hard. So let's go to 20%. And let's increase my brush size, and you'll notice I even have a softer edge on there. And I can come in and I can start hiding or hit X and revealing portions of that image however I want on that mask. So the object here is to just hide some of this image, kind of showing the other elements behind it. That could be throwing a hole in the middle, that could be playing with the edges here, it could be revealing the girl on the mountain right there. Really, the idea is just to kind of play around with masks and start figuring out how they work. Here are a couple things you want to watch out for. First off, as I am drawing on this, I have this selected. It's actually the little rectangle to the right on the rainy window. If I have the rectangle on the left selected and I paint on there, it's actually going to paint on the image itself. And that is not what we want to happen. So I'm going to back up there. And that depends on what color I'm using in here. It could be yellow, it could be green, it could be whatever else. So we want to make sure that we are on the rectangle to the right when we have a mask applied to this layer. And you should always just see black and white or a grayscale on the foreground and background when you have that mask selected. And those are the basics of using masks to hide and reveal certain specific areas on your layer.